is Jake Makes. Welcome to my show, Extreme Tree Planting. Wait, I mean, Vegan Athlete. Alright, we're gonna put this thing in the ground. And, you wanna save the pot? What do you wanna do?
Yeah, this I can pull this one.
Okay, so how do you wanna do it?
I'll just like this.
You wanna put it in there first?
Sure. No need.
Or just let me know.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Can you just put this? Yep. Nice. Alright, check this out. I'm going to do a little bit of a thing here. I'm throwing some azomite there. I'm throwing some azomite there. I'm throwing azomite there. I'm going to throw azomite in here and see if we get this thing here. That's what it looks like right there. Azomite.
Don't forget the mycorrhiza.
Mycorrhiza. I think, let me check it out. I think we should turn it.
Okay.
Counterclockwise. Yeah. What do you think? Is this resting on the rocks? Okay. On the rock. Before you do it, hold on. Let's keep going the way you're going. Stay right over there. Okay, so I think that looks good. What do you think?
Yes.
I like it.
Excellent. I'm bringing you a beautiful, healthy tree. Leaving my hands is a healthy, beautiful tree.
That's what I said. I said I feel bad taking any trees from you because as you should. Those avocados and these guys, I got to keep them going. Healthier than this. So explain what this is again.
This is mycorrhiza, beneficial fungus. When activated with water and soil, this will build a spiderweb underneath the ground that will attach to the roots.
And it's actually white.
And it's white. And the tree will be able to uptake nutrients from wherever that web reaches. So instead of relying on what is in that little area there, it can actually take in nutrients from 20 foot over that way and underneath your pond and your neighbor's yard and all sorts of good stuff.
So I don't till my soil in my garden, but if I were to do that, I would see the mycorrhiza web under the soil.
Correct. And you don't want to till your soil because then you're disturbing the web.
Exactly.
Leave it alone. Try not to walk on it. Water it when possible if you don't get a rainfall, and that'll bring a lot of that to life.
Good tips. So once we have this thing fully planted and it's in the ground, what are some things that I can do to keep this guy going in addition to watering with pond water, in addition to mulching, in addition to flooding him but not overwatering him?
A few of the tricks are going to be regular feeding.
Okay.
Monthly with an 839 fertilizer. Tree this size is going to take about 3 to 4 tablespoons once a month. Twice a year, I would use a NutriCoat slow release 1868.
Okay.
And what that does is it helps to balance out the highs and lows of the monthly food. The slow release is kind of an even food. And then every 2 to 3 weeks, I would foliar feed with the micronutrient spray.
Yeah.
A few times throughout the year, I would add some fresh compost on top of the mulch.
On top of the mulch.
On top of the mulch. And beginning of spring and beginning of fall, I would add a 5-gallon bucket of water with seaweed, kelp.
With kelp.
Okay.
Cool. I'll start building a burn around. Okay, so you're building a burn to keep the water in there, yeah?
It's actually to keep the people out from stealing the lychees once it's fruit.
Exactly. And I'm going to flood this guy.
That's why they built the Great Wall of China.
Just to keep the lychees
Keep the lychee thieves
away from the Mongolians.
You can just had a taste for them.
All right, we're gonna flood that guy. So you're here at 3 o'clock. What do you think of the light situation right now? The sunlight situation?
Perfect.
Yeah? You can always adjust the mesquite, trim it to more or less depending on whatever heat that needs to happen.
No, lychee like a filtered light.
Okay.
So this is as good as it's gonna get.
Awesome. So which one is that? That's the
3-9. That's
so
the monthly fertilizer.
monthly, and just that much.
Just a little bit. Newly planted trees don't have much of a root system, so they're not going to take up that much food.
Okay.
So very minimal. Generally half the recommended dose for the first year.
Okay.
Next year you can hit this with probably 4 to 5, maybe even 6 tablespoons monthly as the tree matures. But when it's newly planted, you want some energy, you want some food in the soil to encourage it to grow.
Sounds good. Azomite, rock dust. 70 different trace elements and rock minerals. That's pond water. Here, I'll keep doing that. I'll keep hitting that. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that planting that Shamus and I did of this lychee tree or lychee tree. And this variety of lychee tree is called a sweetheart lychee. And you can see now that we've layered a ton of mulch in here. We have a variety of leaves, wood chips, and barks, and a lot of pine needles, even a bunch of native flowers from my neighbor. And so whatever you can bring in to use as mulch, as we dig down toward the soil level, it gets blacker and blacker and more moist down there. And so we're really encouraging a life and a civilization, kind of a world of its own accord down there. And so there's a whole civilization of bugs and microbes and different kinds of funguses and fungi that are living underneath the mulch. And as they live, the byproducts of them living create a lot of nutrients for the tree to suck up and use for fruit and health and longevity. So we're going to keep that mulch down there. And here's how I've been watering this guy. I take the hose here and I just kind of spray the top of the mulch a little bit. It's the early morning time right now. And once the mulch is kind of wet, then I lay this guy down into the mulch and let him soak the trees well that you saw us create. And as the hose is soaking the lychee tree or the lychee tree, I add in pond water. I have two methods of doing it. One, I have a pump that pumps the water from the pond through a hose into the well, but I also like to flood it with a 5-gallon bucket. So here's what I do. Gonna dump this kind of right about there, and one cool thing that I can see is I can just see we've had a bunch of different mushrooms and different kinds of fungus birthing themselves on top of the wood chips, and that tells me that we've got some good beneficial microbes working under the soil. Don't forget that the web that the beneficial microbes weave under the soil is basically the internet. And some people who specialize in microbes and microbial action and different kinds of mushrooms and fungus believe that the internet that we as humans have created is nothing new and nothing special. It's basically a part of biology. And the humans have together evolved to a state in which we have to create a network to communicate, and it mimics and mirrors the exact network that the mycorrhiza and different microbes under the soil create. They literally have a web of communication just like the internet, just like Facebook, just like Twitter. And so the microbes under the soil can be thought of as an ancient form of social media and internet that helps to share nutrients, data, and communication under the ground, and the tree just reaps the benefits of all that work. But that's him. It's been over a month now. The leaves are looking really healthy, as you guys can see. There was basically no shock. The tree has never wilted, and he's looking pretty good. We're at the end of April here, so it's starting to get into the hotter months in the Phoenix area. And you can see how in the morning, he's still getting diffused light through the mesquite tree. So a special thanks to Shamus O'Leary with Shamus O'Leary's Tropical Fruit Trees in Northwest Phoenix for getting in such a healthy specimen of tree. And I'm really happy that we got a chance to plant this at my house here in Tempe, Longevity Gardens. And if you guys subscribe to our channel here and hit the like button and give me a comment down below, I'll know that you like this kind of video, and we'll update you every month that goes by until we see fruit. I'm really looking forward to giving you guys a video of the first flowers and fruits that this guy puts off. And if you want to have a lychee or lychee like this, then head over to Shamus O'Leary's and pick one up.